Good morning, students. In the last class, we have discussed up to mitochondria and plastids. In today's class, let us discuss about vacuoles followed by cell division as part of our revision of this chapter. Vacuoles are the storage sacs for solid or liquid contents. They store various substances like amino acids, sugars, organic acids, and some proteins. The covering membrane of the vacuole is known as tonoplast. In animal cells, there are many vacuoles which are generally in small size. In plant cells, generally, single vacuole is present which is large in size. It may occupy 50 to 90% of the total cell volume in plant cells. In plant cells, the vacuole are full of cell sap. The liquid that is present inside the vacuole is known as cell sap. And the vacuole which is fully filled with cell sap provide turgidity to the plant cell. In single-celled organisms or in unicellular organisms like amoeba, paramecium, etc., there are different types of vacuoles like contractile vacuoles, food vacuoles, etc. Contractile vacuoles, they help for osmoregulation. If the amoeba is living in fresh water, due to the outer hypotonic condition, the water keep entering inside the amoeba. In such case, if the excess water is not removed from the inside of the amoeba cell, then the amoeba may get burst and die. So there are special vacuoles called contractile vacuoles. They expel the water out or they throw the water out. This process is known as osmoregulation. And food vacuoles. Amoeba, it will form food vacuoles by the fusion of its false feet or pseudopodia. Once the food particle is inside the food vacuole, the digestive juices are released inside this food vacuole and they digest the food. Once after the food is digested, by means of normal diffusion process, the digested food is absorbed into the cell and the wastes, they are expelled out again by this food vacuole only. When this food vacuole touches the cell membrane, there the waste materials will be expelled out by means of diffusion, right? Such that vacuoles play very important role in unicellular organisms for most of their process like nutrition, digestion, excretion, etc. How a cell carries its basic functions like respiration, obtaining nutrition, and clearing waste materials, etc. Cell is having a basic structural organization by being covered by plasma membrane or cell membrane and by having membrane bound cellular organelles, such that this basic structural organization, it provides the ability to function, and it provides some sort of a definitive structure to the cell. With the definitive structure and the ability to function to carry out most of the life process at its basic level or primitive level, the cell is able to carry out all its basic functions. As the cell is able to carry out all of its basic functions, cell is called fundamental unit of life. What is cell division? The process by which new cells are made from the previously existing cells is called cell division. What is cell division? The process by which new cells are made from the previously existing cells is called cell division. The new cells are formed in organisms in order to grow, in order order to replace the old cells, in order to replace the dead and injured cells, and in order to form the germ cells or the gametes for reproduction in the sexually reproducing organisms. Okay. How many types of cell division are there and what are they? There are two main types of cell division. They are mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis, it is the process by which most of the cells divide for growth. In this division, the mother cell divides to form two identical daughter cells. Daughter cells means newly formed cells by cell division. And the previously existing cell that forms this daughter cells is known as mother cell. Mitosis is called equational division because the daughter cells have same number of chromosomes as the mother cell. Mitosis is called equational division because the daughter cells have same number of chromosomes as the mother cell. Mitosis helps in growth and repair of tissues in the organisms. If we carefully watch how the process of mitosis takes place, let us see. This is the mother cell which is having 4 chromosomes. 2 pairs of chromosomes. Before undergoing any cell division, whether it is mitosis or meiosis, the chromosomes are the genetic material, that is DNA. It will get duplicated. So here chromosome number remains same, but the content in every chromosome it got doubled. Okay, the content in the every chromosome got doubled, right? Next, by the mitosis, 2 daughter cells are formed. Each one has got the same number of chromosomes and same genetic content to that of the mother cell. See, same here, 2 small chromosomes, 2 small chromosomes, and 2 large chromosomes, 2 large chromosomes here also. So, as the mitosis is forming 2 identical daughter cells that are having same number of chromosomes as their mother cell. The mitosis is known as what? Equational division. And mitosis helps in what? Growth and repair of tissues in the organisms. Next is meiosis. The specific cells of reproductive organs divide by a special or different process to form gametes. Special or different process from what? Mitosis. Okay, what is that one? In mitosis, only one division is carried out and 2 identical daughter cells are formed, and in both of them same number of chromosomes to that of their mother cell are present. Whereas in meiosis, 2 consecutive divisions are there. See, up to here it is same. Okay, this is mother cell, this is DNA duplication before the cell division. But afterwards, the first division is carried out, in which chromosome number is reduced by half in each daughter cell. So here mother cell is having how many chromosomes? 4 chromosomes. But here only 2 chromosomes. Of course, in each chromosome the content is double. But how many chromosomes are there? Only 2 chromosomes are there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So each cell is having only 2 chromosomes. And again another division from each daughter cell is taking place. So this is dividing and it is forming 2 chromosomes having and single genetic content having cells. So here totally each chromosome is having single content genetic material, but 4 chromosomes are there. But here each chromosome is having single content genetic material, but how many chromosomes are there? Only 2 chromosomes are there. From this cell, 2 daughter cells are formed. Each one is having half the number of chromosomes to that of their mother cell. And from this cell also, 2 daughter cells are formed. Each one is having what? 2 chromosomes than compared to their mother cell, which was having 4 chromosomes. So the new cells or the daughter cells have only half the number of chromosomes than that of their mother cell, right? See, the daughter cells are having only half the number of chromosomes than that of their mother cell. With this, the revision of this chapter is completely completed, right? If possible, I may discuss some important questions of this chapter for your examination purpose in the next revision class. Thank you.